What if I told you that in 2026, you do not need to quit your 9 to 5 just immediately, learn to code, or even go viral to start making passive income? And what if I told you most beginners fail not because the ideas they have don't work, but because they choose the wrong model? Right now, millions of people are scrolling, watching others make money online and thinking to themselves, well, maybe that works for them, but not for me. Or they're giving themselves some flimsy excuse of how your 9 to 5 occupies your time and it's impossible to earn a passive income with a 9 to 5. But here's the truth. In this year and age, passive income isn't about luck. It's about leverage. And in this video, I'm going to show you 5 beginner-friendly passive income ideas that regular people like you and I are using to build extra income even with their 9 to 5. This is without risky shortcuts, without shady tactics, and without quitting their stability. So stay until the end because idea number 5 is one most people ignore and it might be the safest long-term play of them all. Let's be honest. Most people, even with a 9 to 5 job, want passive income for 3 reasons. 1. Rising cost of living. 2. Fear of job instability. 3. Wanting freedom without financial chaos. But here's where things go wrong. They try to do everything all at once. Dropshipping here, affiliate marketing there, so many things all at once. They expect instant results and they don't give it enough time. They fall for unrealistic income claims, get rich quick schemes, and at the end of it all, they quit too early. So you have to know this one thing. Passive income is not instant income. It's a front-loaded effort that gives you a long-term leverage. See, if you understand that one principle, you are already ahead of 80% of beginners. Okay, before we dive in, my little gossip analytics partner just told me that most of you watch me and then leave without at least giving me some form of encouragement by clicking on the like button and subscribing to this channel. So please click on the subscribe button now before we go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, as this really encourages me to keep coming back here with tips and updates. Okay, let's get into it and break down 5 real practical models of passive income for beginners. Okay, this one is very common. However, it continues to evolve with AI, and that is selling digital products. See, it is one of the most beginner accessible passive income streams right now. So digital products include your templates, your Notion planners, budget spreadsheets, resume templates, study guides, mini courses, Canva designs, AI prompt packs. There are lots of digital products that you could sell, and you don't need to be an expert. See, AI has made things a bit easier, and with that, you don't have to be an expert in a particular field to start making passive income. You just need to be one step ahead of someone else. Now, let me tell you about Sarah. Sarah works a full-time HR job in one of the top multinationals. She's been considering earning some passive income, and after a brief discussion, she decided to create digital products and started with a comfort zone. Being an HR personnel, she created a resume template and a job interview question prep guide. Now, she uploaded them to Etsy and Gumroad. Well, her first month, she made $87. Small, I believe. But 3 months later, he made about $620. And after a year, she started consistently churning about $1,000 plus per month. Now, note this didn't happen overnight, but compounding and with consistency, she started making income from this. So where do you start from, you may ask yourself? First is to identify a small pain point in people's life, and even in starting from your own life. Create a simple solution, e.g. a Google Sheet. Now package this neatly Upload them on platforms like Etsy, Gumroad, or even your own website if you've created one. When you're done with this, now is a time where you use platforms such as TikTok, Pinterest, or YouTube Shorts to drive traffic. The truth is, you don't need millions of followers to start making income from this. Sometimes you can have 1 million views and it's not turning into profits. You just need a few people who are interested in your products, to start exploring and making income. Now, the income potential for this first 1 to 3 months, just put at the back of your mind that you might make nothing from this. So you could make between $0 to $500 if you're lucky. But 6 to 12 months with hard work and consistency, remember, this is not a get rich quick scheme. You have to put in the work in it, but within 6 to 12 months, people record about $500 to $3,000 monthly if optimized. But remember, like I said, it takes consistency and hard work. What is the time expectation to create this thing? You'll be looking at investing between 10 to 20 hours to create this digital product. And ongoing, you'll spend about 2 to 3 hours weekly for updates and marketing. Before you say, but the market is saturated, pause. The internet is not saturated. It's segmented. Specific wins, generic loses. So just make sure that you find something that is specific that meets people's need at that point in time. If this is helpful so far, please tap the like. It helps the algorithm push this to people who actually need it. Okay, let's go into passive income idea number 2 for beginners, and that would be affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing in 2026 is more refined. It's not the usual spam links that we know about. It's value first content. Now, you recommend tools, products, or services you genuinely use. When someone purchases this through your link, you earn a commission. Affiliate marketing works well on platforms like TikTok, where you have TikTok affiliate marketing, TikTok shop, and the rest. Now, you ask yourself, how do you go into affiliate? The first step is to choose a niche you already understand. When you do that, identify tools and products in that niche. For instance, you are a teacher and you want to think of products you could sell as a teacher. There are, templates, coloring templates for children's school books. There are lots of things, ideas that you could think of as a teacher. Next, you join affiliate programs. There are lots of affiliates programs that you could join and begin to add them to your video links. Now, create helpful tutorials, comparison, create videos on best tools and guides, and focus on SEO title people actually research. The income potential for these between month 0 to 6 is a slow build, so don't expect much with affiliate. But in 6 to 18 months, you could make between $500 to even $3,000 monthly, depending on traffic. Now, most beginners' fear is that, I am not charismatic. But the truth is, you don't need to be. Search-based content beats personality-based content long-term. Just make sure you are meeting a need, teach, and don't perform. Okay, so are you currently considering a side hustle? Drop a comment below which niche you're considering now. Is it beauty, tech, household product? Let us know in the comment section. Now, next passive income idea I will talk about today is print on demand. Print on demand is no longer random t-shirts with generic slogans. It's hyper niche humor, profession-based apparel, hobby-focused design, and you can sell them on platforms such as Etsy and Shopify. A teacher created a math theme mugs and hoodies for educators. She posted this consistently on Pinterest. First 2 months, she made about 8 sales. After optimizing keywords and design, she now churns about 50 to 100 monthly sales with an average profit of per item of say $5 to $15. So how do you go about this? Step 1, pick a passionate niche: nursing, gamers, teachers, dog lovers. Now research trending faces. This is a sample one I got for someone who is an engineer. Create clean, simple design and upload consistently. The truth is the volume matters. Focus heavily on SEO keywords. Yes, the income potential for this is slow at first. If you put in the work and consistency, people make about $300 monthly to even $1,000 monthly from this. It's always not a bed of roses. At the beginning, it might seem difficult, but with hard work and consistency and constantly improving the product, then you can begin to see gradual sales, and from there, you can improve more and make more sales. Now, the fourth passive income idea I will be talking about today is YouTube automation. Now, let's clarify something. YouTube automation does not mean copying content, stealing people's videos, or violating guidelines. It means building a content system. You pick a niche, script your content, hire voiceover, or use yours if you want to. You edit consistently, monetize with ads and affiliates. With YouTube search traffic compounds, a video made today can pay you for years. Sometimes you can make a video today and it doesn't, seem to have those views, but years to come, then something could just happen and trigger the algorithm and it favors you, and then you have lots of views from it. So you wonder, how do you go into YouTube content creation? First, you pick a niche with long-term demand and evergreen. I always say look for an evergreen content, because with that way, years to come, people still go back to look for that video and you continue to earn from that video. Validate this with keyword research, script problem-solving content, post weekly, and always try to optimize your thumbnails and titles to improve views, and search. Income potential on YouTube is not a bed of roses. For the first 6 to 12 months, just zero your mind that you might make nothing and you might just be struggling to just get monetized. But once you are monetized, between 1 to 3 years with consistent posting, you could make up to $1,000, per month, depending on the skill. Now, like I said, this is not a get rich quick scheme, and you don't expect it to be a magic goal. It would take consistent work. I started YouTube say about a year ago, and I wasn't monetized until about 11 months. So it's not going to be like an immediate thing, but you just have to put in the hard work. Now, you may ask, isn't it too late? I will simply say no. The internet continues to grow. While attention moves elsewhere, search intent stays constant. Let's talk about passive income idea number 5. This one is less flashy, but it's extremely powerful, and that is dividend investing. Now, dividend investing means buying shares in companies that pay regular income. So instead of flipping for quick gains, you build assets that pay quarterly. Remember, this is not a financial advice. So always research and consider your risk tolerance. So every small monthly investment compounds. The truth is, the income potential between year 1 to 2 might be small, but if you do a long-term investment, most times people record more significant, income compared to when you do a short-term investment. But yeah, dividend investing and high yield assets is another way people make passive income. Now, let's address the biggest beginner fear, and that is, what if I fail? The truth is, you will fail at something, but failing at a small experiment is cheaper than staying stuck for 10 years. You don't need to do all the 5 passive income ideas I've mentioned. Just pick one, master one, and later you can stack on or diversify. Passive income is not about a hustle culture. It's about strategic patience with consistency. So in today's video, we've talked about 5 passive income ideas, and these 5 ideas have different risk level, different timelines for recording success. However, they have same principle, leverage and consistency. So right now you have 2 options. Option 1 is to keep watching content, keep thinking about starting, and option 2 is to pick one idea tonight, spend 90 focus minutes, take the first step, and in 12 months watch that decision compound around and see if you need to re-strategize and try something else. Passive income doesn't change your life in a week. If anyone tells you that, then run. These are the 5 passive income ideas I have for us today. If you made it this far, comment the word stats below and I want to see who is serious. Like the video if it gave you some bit of clarity. Subscribe if you want breakdowns that are realistic and not hype. And if becoming an entrepreneur is still not your thing, then I have this video on 7 best websites where you can find flexible hours remote job. I would have it linked somewhere here, but I would see you in the next one. Until then, keep shining. Ciao.